Every successful business needs a driven leader, and Jeff Bezos is no exception to this rule. Bezos has become a household name due to his business empire and the fortune that he has amassed to go along with it. He is the founder and chief executive officer of Amazon.com Incorporated. This company was first started as an online book merchant, but now sells almost any item imaginable. Their yearly net sales have increased from $510,000 in 1995 to $233 billion in 2018, making Bezos the richest person in the world. When beginning my research, I had to figure out how I wanted to address Jeff Bezos as a leader. I wondered, how has his leadership style caused him to be so successful? Also, with all of his fame and prosperity comes a lot of responsibility for helping others. Has he done anything to help the marginalized communities in and outside of Amazon? Finally, in what ways has Jeff Bezos created equal opportunities for all of his employees, regardless of race, sexual orientation, gender, etc.? While conducting my research for this documentary, I learned a lot about Jeff Bezos. Almost everyone seems to have an opinion on this man because of the way that he is perceived in the media. But through collecting information and data through reliable sources, I have developed my own opinion on him. I believe that the true measure of success in leadership is the values that CEOs uphold at their company, employee treatment, and how they create equal opportunities for minorities within their company. Let's see how great of a leader Jeff Bezos really is. Jeff Bezos curated 13 leadership principles to base Amazon around. He believes that these models are crucial to the success of the company. The first principle is customer obsession. It is important to Jeff Bezos that he pleases the customer. He wants to understand the customer's needs and cater to them in the most efficient ways possible. In fact, Jeff Bezos will often leave an empty chair at meetings to symbolize the true boss of Amazon: the customer. The company is constantly collecting data to ensure the best shopping experience possible. He wants buyers to return and shop from Amazon again and again. Because of this obsession, Amazon has exceeded customer satisfaction rates for years. Leaders are right. A lot. A quote from Bezos reads, quote, "Good leaders are right a lot. You're not going to be right all the time, but I think with practice you can be right more often. People who are right a lot, they listen a lot. And people who are right a lot change their mind a lot." End quote. It is important to show a level of humility when given an influential position at a company, and this quote shows that Bezos possesses that trait. Despite Jeff Bezos' extreme intelligence, he recognizes that he often makes mistakes, and he wants to learn from them as well. Hire and develop the best. This one is a given, as Amazon is known for constantly seeking out great leaders and incorporating them into some of the company's most important positions. Amazon's team is composed of many intelligent and hardworking individuals, which is one of the reasons why the company is so notable. This topic will be discussed more later in the documentary. Learning and being curious is the key to success at Amazon. Jeff Bezos believes that it is okay to be wrong, but learning from your mistakes will lead you to achieve great things. Frugality is another important value at Amazon. Efficiency and cheapness are thought to be the two main causes of success. Bezos also keeps a close eye on the company's expenses. The next concept is having a backbone and being able to disagree and commit. Jeff Bezos understands the power of shifting your perspective depending on the situation. To be successful, you should not conform to your beliefs, but be able to see from several perspectives. The rest of the 13 principles at the company include invent and simplify, deliver results, insist on the highest standards, think big, bias for action, earn trust, and dive deep. In addition to this extensive list, Bezos also stated that he strives to be, quote, stubborn on the vision and flexible about the details, end quote. He is very persistent in achieving his goals, which means he is open to using some unconventional methods to get what he wants. Jeff Bezos prioritizes customer concern over his employees' satisfaction at their job, as he is known for verbal harassment and name-calling. This, in turn, has given Amazon a bad reputation for potential employees. In fact, Amazon is where, quote, overachievers go to feel bad about themselves, end quote. Employees are constantly subjected to criticism about their performance. Amazon workers are asked to evaluate their coworkers and themselves on a daily basis. The company is constantly searching for ways in which they can improve. Past employees recall how, quote, managers routinely weed out employees and backstabbing is encouraged, end quote. It is clear that, at Amazon, inter-office sabotage is common, creating an unhealthy rivalry between employees. To fit into the competitive culture at Amazon, you must follow the many leadership principles set by Jeff Bezos. He is known for pushing his employees toward greatness, but sometimes this attitude is perceived as a lack of empathy. When first creating Amazon, Bezos wrote a company motto that said, quote, you can work long, hard, and smart, but at Amazon.com you can only pick 2 out of 3, end quote. But, as the company expanded and gained worldwide recognition, he changed the motto to, quote, you can work long, you can work hard, and you can work smart. But at Amazon, you can't pick only 2 out of 3, end quote. Amazon should discourage overwork or workaholism, but instead, they promote it. Because of this demanding nature, on average, Amazon employees stay at the company for 1 year. Investors love Amazon because of the hard work the employees continuously exert, but the workers do not love their job. Amazon has been described by ex-employees as, quote, a soulless dystopian workplace where no fun is had and no laughter heard, end quote. To contrast the negatives of working at Amazon, Bezos has created many benefits for his hardworking employees. However, it is important to note that these benefits depend on an employee's location and commitment to their job. There is a multitude of health and financial plans to choose from depending on an employee's personal or familial needs. Also, Amazon not only allows but encourages investing in their stock and becoming a partial owner through restricted stock units. Amazon offers fully paid maternity and paternal leave. This is applicable only if an employee has provided at least 1 year of continuous service by the date of a child's birth or adoption placement. As a woman, I find this rule very disappointing. It holds back many people who might have been recently employed by the company. These people may still be needing a steady stream of income when they are unable to work. Amazon has also assisted in adoptions, as the concept of family is very important to the company. Working at Amazon also offers countless opportunities to extend your personal network. Many other interesting benefits are available past the ones that I mentioned here. As I previously stated, there is a lot of controversy surrounding how Jeff Bezos and his team treat Amazon employees. It seems as if the company does care about their employees' well-being, but just wants to push them to better themselves amidst the stress and strain of the job. Amazon states their commitment to diversity as, quote, we are a company of builders who bring varying backgrounds, ideas, and points of view to inventing on behalf of our customers. Our diverse perspectives come from many sources, including gender, race, age, national origin, sexual orientation, culture, education, as well as professional and life experience, end quote. With over 1 million employees around the world, Amazon aims to hire people from different backgrounds to create an inclusive and powerful company. Amazon also hires with the intention, quote, to amplify underrepresented voices, and empower diverse communities, end quote. These diverse communities have 12 distinct affinity groups in which they can come together and feel supported at Amazon. Jeff Bezos is a known ally to people from all walks of life. When addressing his company's beliefs, he stated, quote, "It's not only that diversity and inclusion are good for our business, it's more fundamental than that. It's simply right." Amazon expressed their support for the Black Lives Matter movement in June. In turn, Bezos got threatening emails from customers who felt betrayed by the company's beliefs and standards. Bezos posted his response to these messages on Instagram. He expressed that he would not care if he lost these customers because of their beliefs. In fact, they are the type of customers that he would be, quote, "happy to lose," end quote. A quarter of Amazon's workers are African American, and Bezos' goal is to ensure that all of his employees feel safe and supported at his company. Another group that Jeff Bezos has continuously shown his support for is the LGBTQ+ community. In 2012, Bezos donated $2.5 million to Washington United for Marriage. As a Seattle resident, he wanted to advocate for same-sex marriage in Referendum 74. Jeff Bezos is also aware that not everyone is able to experience the same luxuries that he has, one of which is an excellent education. Over the years, he has donated $2 billion to programs that support education for homeless families. Bezos also supports immigration. In 2018, he donated $33 million to the Dream.us, which is a nonprofit that funds college scholarships for immigrants. This donation directly combated President Trump's attempt to dismantle DACA, which means Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Jeff Bezos has made many generous donations as he has amassed his fortune, but many experts say that he is capable of helping our society in unfathomable ways. It is important to remember that he is the richest person alive, being valued at around $200 billion. Jeff Bezos could help stop so many serious issues in our world, but he actively chooses not to. Another controversy surrounding Bezos is his willingness to hire women into executive positions, or lack thereof. Women are severely outnumbered by men on Amazon's senior leadership team. The 4 women that are currently members of the prestigious S-Team are Amazon's fashion head, Christine Beauchamp, Amazon's Vice President of Advertising, Colleen Aubrey, Amazon's Head of Human Resources, Beth Galetti, and Amazon's Vice President of Global Customer Fulfillment, Alicia Boler-Davis. Amazon has been criticized for its lack of diversity in gender and race in its most important roles, as most of these positions are held by white men. But Alicia Boler-Davis made history when she was hired as the first African American woman to sit on Amazon's senior leadership board. Amazon also added Rosalind Brewer and Indra Nooyi to its board of directors. They are currently the only people of color on this board. As a company that makes so many promises of inclusivity, Amazon's most influential positions lack the power of diversity. But, do not be mistaken, women play a vital role in the overall well-being of the company. From positions in the warehouse to a spot on the exclusive S-Team, female employees have a lot of positive feedback about their time at Amazon. Women claim that Amazon is a great place to build your network, push yourself towards success, and expand on areas of expertise, gives them flexibility between home life and work life, frequently presents new opportunities to their employees, and empowers them to create change in their community and in the greater world. As you can see, many women have reported their experience as an Amazon employee as mostly positive, but it is important to remember the earlier segment on employee treatment at Amazon and how that might contradict these statements. While the coronavirus has destroyed many lives, Amazon seems to be financially thriving during this global pandemic. Due to the accessibility of buying things online during this public health crisis, Amazon's market capitalization has gained $570 billion from January through July. That number is expected to drastically increase throughout the holiday season and remainder of 2020. Another piece of data that shows Amazon's success throughout these unprecedented times is that their stock has increased by more than 60% this year. It is now valued at around $3,000 per share. It is important to note that Jeff Bezos owns an 11.1% stake in this company, which is an equivalent to 55.5 million shares. So, what does all this data mean? Bezos' net worth has risen 50% since the beginning of 2020. Let's return to the concept of Amazon's employee treatment. With online sales more prominent in our society than ever before, Amazon is needing to hire more workers. Jeff Bezos does not allow his employees to have paid sick days unless they test positive for COVID-19. This rule concerned many people, including government officials. They have contacted Bezos asking him to adjust these conditions, as they feel that the warehouse workers are being treated unfairly. The coronavirus pandemic has influenced many philanthropists to donate their resources to families in need. Jeff Bezos is one of those people. He donated $100 million to food banks during the pandemic. Many people do not have access to food due to unemployment or stay-at-home orders. Although this may seem very generous, this amount is equivalent to 11 days of his salary. Based on his overall wealth, Bezos could be doing so much more financially and philanthropically. But again, he actively chooses not to. Despite the many controversies that surround Jeff Bezos, there is no denying that he is extremely passionate about the company he started. He has worked hard to gain his fortune, even if he has gone about it in some unexpected ways. Also, it is evident that he cares about diversity and the well-being of our society. He is a successful leader and is constantly trying to expand Amazon's reach to the rest of the world. When discussing Jeff Bezos with Harvard business professor Nancy Kane, she had many things to say about this infamous CEO. As an expert in leadership, Dr. Kane quickly connected him to John Rockefeller. They are both intelligent men who worked hard to build empires out of their businesses. She also discussed the significance that Bezos has in today's world by saying, quote, "Amazon has more influence than any other company in the world," end quote. But she said that the most important thing Jeff Bezos can do is to take responsibility for the power he holds. There is so much that he can do to help our world, and it is time that he not only recognizes that, but starts acting on that. It was such an honor getting to hear Nancy Kane's opinion on Jeff Bezos as a leader, since she has devoted so much of her time to studying leadership. In response to my initial question, I do think that Jeff Bezos is a successful leader and CEO. His leadership has made Amazon one of the world's largest companies. He is extremely driven, intelligent, and passionate about his job. But it is important to say he is not perfect. In fact, he has a lot of areas in which he can improve. Amazon has introduced our world to groundbreaking technology and has given many people a stable, but definitely demanding, job. Our world would not be the same without Jeff Bezos' innovation and persistence, and that makes him a leader in my eyes.